Donald Trump, the Republican presidential candidate for the 2024 election, unveiled a slate of new economic proposals during a speech at the Economic Club of New York on September 5, 2024. Among the most prominent announcements was the creation of a government efficiency commission, which Trump said would be led by Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Trump noted that the idea originated from a conversation with Musk on the social media platform X, where Musk suggested the formation of such a commission to audit government performance and spending. Musk's role in Trump's efficiency commission. Trump claimed that Musk has given him his complete and total endorsement and has agreed to lead the proposed commission if Trump is elected in November. The commission would be responsible for conducting a thorough audit of the federal government, with the aim of identifying inefficiencies and suggesting reforms to reduce government spending and improve performance. In his speech, Trump highlighted the need for drastic reforms, stating, "We need to do it. Can't go on the way we are now." The plan to have Musk spearhead such an initiative comes as part of Trump's broader effort to address federal spending, tackle inflation, and restore economic stability. The former president praised Musk's business acumen and cost-cutting strategies, particularly his work at X, where Musk implemented massive workforce reductions in an effort to streamline operations, reducing corporate taxes and combating outsourcing. As part of his economic platform, Trump also announced plans to reduce the corporate tax rate to 15%, down from the current 21%, but only for companies that produce their products in the United States. Trump framed this proposal as a way to incentivize domestic manufacturing and penalize companies that outsource jobs. He stated, "If you outsource, offshore, or replace American workers, you are not eligible for any of these benefits. In fact, you will pay a very substantial tariff when a product comes in from another country." This echoes Trump's 2017 tax reform, which lowered the corporate tax rate from 35% to 21%. However, Trump's latest proposal faces potential hurdles in Congress, where there is growing concern about the rising federal debt and the economic impact of such a large tax cut. While Trump argued that lowering the corporate tax rate would stimulate economic growth and reduce the deficit, experts remain divided on the long-term effects of these cuts. Housing affordability and immigration policies. Trump's speech also addressed the issue of housing affordability, an area where both parties have proposed solutions ahead of the 2024 election. Trump laid out his plan to tackle the issue by removing regulations that increase construction costs, with the goal of cutting the cost of new homes in half. He also proposed opening up federal land for large-scale housing construction in low-tax, low-regulation zones to increase housing supply. Trump also took aim at undocumented immigrants, suggesting that their presence in the U.S. has driven up housing costs. To address this, he proposed a ban on mortgages for undocumented immigrants. However, studies show that undocumented immigrants make up only a small portion of the mortgage market, and experts have raised questions about the effectiveness of such a policy in addressing housing affordability. In 2023, only around 5,000 to 6,000 mortgages were issued to undocumented immigrants using individual tax identification numbers, according to the Urban Institute. Gasoline prices and energy production. In his speech, Trump promised to bring gasoline prices below $2 per gallon by slashing regulations and increasing oil production. "We're going to get gasoline below $2 a gallon," he said, attributing the recent rise in gas prices to the Biden administration's environmental policies. Trump has long advocated for expanding oil drilling and reducing restrictions on fossil fuel production, a cornerstone of his energy policy. However, experts have pointed out that achieving gas prices below $2 per gallon would likely require a significant economic downturn. Andy Lipow, president of Lipo Oil Associates, stated that a dramatic drop in global demand for oil, similar to the downturn seen during the COVID-19 pandemic, would be necessary for prices to fall that low. This highlights the difficulty of reaching Trump's goal without broader economic disruption. Contrasting with Harris' economic policies. The Trump campaign has framed its economic proposals as a sharp contrast to those of Vice President Kamala Harris, the Democratic nominee for president. Harris has put forward her own economic plans in recent weeks, focusing on issues like small business support, affordable housing, and relief for middle-class families. Harris' proposals aim to address rising costs for groceries, childcare, and healthcare, while also supporting first-time homebuyers with measures like down payment assistance. Trump's team has criticized Harris for being part of the failed Biden agenda, blaming her and the current administration for inflation and rising interest rates. Brian Hughes, a senior advisor to Trump's campaign, accused Harris of causing the economic problems that she is now promising to fix. While Kamala Harris wants to hide from her 4 years of failure, voters know that she owns the economic disasters of the past 4 years, Hughes said. Reversing Biden's policies. Trump also reiterated his plan to resign unspent funds from the 2022 Inflation Reduction Act, which allocated $80 billion to the IRS over 10 years to increase enforcement and customer service efforts. Republicans have repeatedly criticized the funding boost, claiming it would result in the hiring of thousands of new IRS agents, although this claim has been called misleading. Trump promised to claw back the funding and suggested that doing so would help reduce the federal deficit. Additionally, Trump vowed to roll back other Biden-era measures, particularly those related to climate policy. He argued that regulations imposed by the Biden administration had stifled economic growth and raised costs for consumers. His promise to repeal climate measures is part of his broader commitment to deregulation and promoting fossil fuel production. A focus on economic reforms. Donald Trump's unveiling of new economic proposals marks a pivotal moment in the 2024 election. By tapping Elon Musk to lead a government efficiency commission and announcing plans to reduce corporate taxes, cut housing costs, and lower gasoline prices, Trump is positioning himself as the candidate of economic reform. However, his proposals will face scrutiny, particularly regarding their feasibility and potential impact on the federal deficit. As the election draws closer, the battle between Trump and Harris on economic issues will be crucial in determining the outcome. While Harris focuses on providing relief for middle-class families and ensuring economic stability, Trump is doubling down on his signature policies of deregulation, tax cuts, and domestic manufacturing. How these proposals resonate with voters in battleground states will be key to deciding who will occupy the White House in 2025. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on the latest political news and analysis, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more insights into the 2024 election and beyond. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.